another video. In today's little shindig here. I'm doing the 100 subscriber episode. Woohoo! Thank you guys. Woo! We made it. Oh my god, we made it. And as I promised you guys, I took your suggestions on what to draw. And as you will see on the screen, I did a speed painting of it. And I'm also doing the Q&A with my lovely husband reading off the questions to me.
See, on all the practice ones we did, she didn't say I was lovely. So now I'm just like, oh, I feel special now.
Oh my god, you're
like
so
I'm only
emotional.
lovely when you're talking to other people, which is fine. I'll take it.
We also have the amazing and beautiful Lola, our puppy, who is just sitting here sleeping and just staring at us like we're weirdos.
Yeah, this of all things got her inside the house. She's been hanging out outside lately, and like, oh, is there a recording happening? I'll sit silently in the corner.
Yeah, she usually sits with one of us when we do recordings, like my Lisa Lee Mysteries, which if you haven't seen, the first season is already up, and the second one is coming in October. Woohoo! Anyway, let's get into this. My amazing husband, Joseph, is going to be reading the questions that you guys submitted to me on my Instagram and other social media platforms that you guys have asked me, and I'm going to answer them. That's how a Q&A works, right?
I'm asking the questions. You're answering them.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you scared?
I got mixed up because you asked me a question. I'm not allowed to answer questions on this one. That's you.
Let's get this started before I kick him out.
I am such a problem.
You are problematic. Let's go to the first question.
All right, I'm gonna jump around. I got a small list in front of me. I'm gonna start with like softball, easy mode questions. What's your fave dessert? And then there's a question mark, an exclamation mark, and a flan emoji.
Oh, I know who asked me this. It's because I recently talked to one of my close friends about desserts in general. I think it has to do, or has to be, not do, is flan. Flan is my favorite because I like anything custardy.
I was about to say that actually.
Yeah, I like custard. And then second one would probably be ice cream because I can eat that anytime, every day. I wish I could without gaining any calories from it.
Would you ever like combo the two? Like take flan and mix it in with
Have you had
ice cream?
halo halo? Because that's exactly what it is. Well, it's not exactly what it is, but there is flan with ice cream.
That's oh yeah, it is flan with ice cream. There's
yeah.
also custard in there, which is what I thought you were talking about.
Oh no, it's great. If you haven't had halo halo, it's a Filipino dessert. It's amazing, and you should go get it.
Where would people go get it?
I don't know.
Oh well, all right.
I don't know. My friends invite me to dinners, and there's halo halo there, and it's I don't pay attention to a lot of restaurant names.
It's more of like a gentle surprise, like hello hello.
It is. I like it better when my mom makes it, so that's probably why I don't pay attention to other names.
Who do you like it when how do you like it when someone makes you flan?
Oh, like you?
Yeah, like me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. You make great flan. That sounds very inappropriate, but
not even. It's weird that you think it's weird.
My husband's a baker. It's hard to say I'm cutting back on sugar when all he does is bake.
We have like 3 to 3.5 cakes in the refrigerator right now.
Yeah, we're all trying to eat it in the house, but I brought taiyaki the other night, so we've been eating that too.
Taiyaki. Okay, cool. Is taiyaki also up there? And like, if you're expanding it to 3 desserts,
taiyaki would be number 4.
Number 4. Okay.
Number
okay.
4.
What's number 3?
Number 3, dark chocolate by itself.
Just like dark chocolate soup.
Yeah, dark chocolate soup. Like if you just heat up in a microwave, I'll just eat it.
I mean, like. Just
kidding.
Just heat it up on the stove at that point.
Okay, baker.
It's gonna make it more even. And you can like drizzle it. Anyway. I don't know why I'm talking more than you.
I know. This is my YouTube channel. Get out of here.
I'm just trying to fill time. Okay. Do you want to follow it up with another easy ball one or something that's a little harder?
Let's see. Let's do another easy ball one.
Coke or Pepsi?
I hate both.
You hate both? What is wrong with you?
I don't drink soda. I don't hate both, but if I had to choose between Coke or Pepsi, probably Coke. Because it just has a better aftertaste than Pepsi.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I find Coke is like harsher. It's like it's got like a bitier taste to it. It sparkles more.
True.
Where Pepsi is a little sweeter.
Yeah.
And like we've gotten like every time we get coffee somewhere, we always say like whatever, half sweetened, because that's just I don't know.
We don't like sweetened
Sugar's
coffee.
a lot.
Just half.
There is a roommate of ours that kind of like picks the middle ground, like straddles the fence in between the Coke and Pepsi war by saying that they pair different with different foods, like much like wine.
Oh yeah, I remember we had a full closet full of different types of Pepsis and Cokes, from Coke Zero to Vanilla Coke to Pepsi.
I don't remember the stuff he said though. Like he said like a burger goes best with one and like a deli sandwich goes best with another.
Because, well, I know what we're talking about. I would work with them, and they would bring a Pepsi if they had a sandwich, or a Coke would be with a burger. So yeah.
Oh, so I did get it right.
Yeah,
so,
you got it right. You got it right.
Okay. I don't know. It feels connoisseurly.
Very fancy. I mean, I get it. If I'm gonna have dessert, I'm gonna have an unsweetened coffee, which will be a latte probably. But if I know I'm gonna have no sugar that day, I'm gonna have a vanilla iced latte. Still have sweetened, but you know.
I feel that coffee.
Pair it with my own.
I think coffee has more of a, I don't know, like you can be more artisanal with a coffee than most sodas.
That is true. That's true.
It's interesting to take that like artisanal connoisseurship into Coke and Pepsi.
Hey, to each their own. To each their own.
We'll go into a hard one now because life has been too easy so far, and we have to be reminded that it's tough. What's the hardest part about being an artist? With a thinking emoji.
Oh man. I think the hardest part of being an artist, especially in this social media heavy era that we are living in now, is probably trying to lift yourself up from the ground. And this has been something I've been going through in my head for a very long time, especially with Instagram just being horrible. I've lost so many followers in the past month because of what's happening with the platform, and I feel like you don't want to be only, what's the word for it? You don't want to be only validating yourself through other people liking your stuff. So it's kind of hard to go and post stuff on social media and only get less than 10 likes when you've been working on it for hours. But a selfie of yourself will get 45 likes in 30 minutes when you post it on your social media. So it's kind of hard to not get your mindset of hoping everyone likes this right away when you post it. You have to remember, you gotta like your own stuff, man, because if I'm not gonna like my own stuff, why am I even doing this? So that was a hard transition for a while.
It's a balance of like you want to do things you like,
yeah,
but you also to social media you kind of have to do the things that people like. You have to hook onto the trend even though you're not interested in it, just because you need that traction.
Yeah, and it sucks because sometimes the trends happen and I'm not into it at all. So honestly, I just don't do it. I do my own things.
What was a trend that you skipped lately?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, okay. Instagram was the trend you've skipped lately.
Instagram was the trend.
I guess TikTok.
Or a bunch of characters were being drawn with a crop top and long sleeves, and people were saying, draw this, or long pants with, I forgot, it was the shirt, draw your character in a shirt or pants.
Oh yeah, what's your favorite aesthetic? Big jacket or big pants or
something like that. It was like that, but it wasn't that particularly, and a lot of people on my social media was doing it, and I'm like, man, I ain't got no time to be doing this. That's a smart idea though, because it looks cool, but I'm not gonna do it right now. And I had to skip a lot of trends because it wasn't.
I think that might be the difference between being a hobbyist and something that's more of a career kind of going on. And it's, as a hobbyist, you're doing everything for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, what makes me happy, it doesn't matter anymore. But if you're trying to be a career, trying to get attention, trying to get traction out there, what you do matters a little less for yourself. And that's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, but I'm getting to a point where if I want to draw what I want to draw, I sometimes will hop onto the trends, or if I see something I really like, I will do it. But what I want to draw is going to come first, because I have a list I've had since 2019. I haven't finished yet, and I'm going to start working on it because that's what I wanted to do.
What's on top of the list?
Oh, any Sailor Moon portraits.
Any Sailor... Have you not done that yet?
No.
No, I think you had to have done it already, right?
Nope. I did sketches of them, but I never finalized them.
Oh, you should do that. That sounds awesome.
I will. I just gotta figure out what exactly it will be.
Next question. What can we do here? How do you feel? Can AI be a useful tool for artists, or is it detrimental to the craft?
First off and foremost, I don't believe AI should be used for art at all. You are not an artist when you say, I'm an AI artist. You're just good at browsing for stuff. So, no, not sorry. I do feel like AI art can help in the industry or any artists who are trying to find reference. Because I know sometimes if you're like me, we use Pinterest, Google to figure out exactly what we want to use as reference for poses or landscape or whatever. So we go on those, but we don't know exactly, we don't know, we just can't pinpoint the exact angle we want or the aesthetic we want. So it's kind of hard sometimes to pinpoint it when there's so many out there already. So sometimes AI art can be used to just help with reference. But once you get that reference, you change it into your own art by actually drawing on the tablet or paper with just that as a reference in the background. It shouldn't be something you manipulate later. No, sweetie. You can use the color palettes from it, but that shouldn't be your main source of art.
How do you feel about using AI as an assistance program? And I don't know how else to describe it other than I'm pretty sure an actual real world example. In the Spider-Verse movie, the first one,
yeah,
they developed an AI for the dynamic comic shading, and there's a long video of someone teaching the computer where these little comic shadows go on Miles Morales' face, and that was generally all that part of the AI was used for. How do you feel about that?
I feel like that should be fine because you model those characters, you put in the concept for it and everything. And someone had to program that for AI to understand when to put the shadings in for each character. And it's not perfect. Of course, they went back and adjusted some of the shading per scene. I saw a lot of the behind the scenes where they were going and adjusting each scene with the shader. So it's not always perfect, but it does help with the goal in mind, in a sense.
As long as you're plugging something in and it is it is a personal thing that you are modifying as opposed to just starting from that.
Yes, you shouldn't have something else do everything for you, because that's called being lazy, but
being lazy is so fun though.
Sometimes.
Let's see. Let's go back to the easy one. Just favorite food.
My favorite food?
If there is an ounce of sugar in it, it's a dessert, and we've already answered that question though.
Anything with noodles, so ramen or pasta.
Ramen or pasta. So that's kind of like I'll accept that answer. It's a perfect answer, but ramen how? Like shoshu pork, red sauce, white sauce pasta. What's
pink sauce pasta, where it's red and white mixed together. And for ramen, I lean towards more miso flavored, because I like miso in general. And when I was in college, there was a time where I just kept eating miso ramen every other week with my friends, and my teachers were like, "Hey, who wants extra credit?" and took the whole class to get ramen, and we all paid for him.
It's like the definition of bribery.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I pass.
Has it ever been too hot temperature wise for a hot soup like ramen?
Nope. You know what? Actually, now I'm thinking about it, hot pot is my number one favorite meal. I will eat hot pot when it's raining, when it's cold, when it's scorching hot. I just love soup.
I appreciate eating ramen on a hot day, even if it's sweating outside, you personally, but hot pot makes the entire house hot.
That's fine. I don't get hot that easily.
You're all going to hell with me stirring the hot pot.
Oh yeah, you feel the hell now, Mr. Krabs.
You feel the hell now, Mr. Do you smell the brimstone now, Mr. Krabs? So do you want to end on a question about D&D, or do you want to end on a question about art influences?
We'll do a fun one at the end.
Fun at the end? All right, cool. So they're both fun, but what's your biggest influences in your style?
In my style? That's a very good question, because my style has changed over the last 2 years, because I've been trying to adapt to certain types of styles that I've seen. Like Lotus Bubble is a great example I've been trying to use for more in the coloring aspect of art. And I've been following people like Ant Morris Jr. for their flow and character design. And honestly, I think those two are my main inspirations. And also just looking at how Pixar draws their concepts. I like how cartoony it is and the structure of the face and the body, the proportions of each character depending who they are and their traits as a character kind of shows and reflects in their style. And I also just want to create my own style.
That's the hard part to do.
Yeah.
Like you can emulate and be a fan as much as you want, but once you start making decisions for yourself, like you don't have the confirmation of, oh, this famous artist did it, or this really popular artist did it, or I'm trying to make it look like something I know I already like. You're inventing a new thing and hoping you like it.
I've been liking what I've been doing lately.
I mean, I have too, so.
Thanks, because you've been in the last one.
Yeah, that's true. On to the last question. And we're going to throw in a plug again to the latest Elise Mysteries coming out in October. What is your favorite subclass in D&D so far?
Everyone, we are going to learn about D&D subclasses from my nerdy husband, Joe. What is a subclass?
All right, everyone take a seat, take some notes. I'm going to say it again later.
This is going to be another 20 minutes, everyone. I'm really sorry. I didn't expect this to happen, but you are in this hell with me.
All right, so classes in D&D are generally like what you do, what you're good at as a character. Subclasses are a decision you make after the fact. So using a character I know you've done because you've played in a D&D campaign that I've DM'd before. You were a sorcerer?
Yes.
So you cast spells. Your subclass was Wild Magic, which gave you additional rules. After you cast a spell, you roll a die, and sometimes something completely random and crazy happens.
Uh-huh.
That's a subclass. Each one, it pretty much like, this class can do 3 different things generally, and there's a subclass that pushes in each of those directions. So so I'm seeing a blank stare in your face.
I had no idea what you just said.
What's your favorite class?
The one I was in the last campaign.
That was a sorcerer. You're talking about the school campaign?
Yes.
Tell me about that character a little bit. Because that was like off mic. That was unrecorded, so.
So, my husband does a great job DMing a lot of D&D campaigns, and this one was about being in a community school. And I am I'm a coffee owner / barista who's also taking classes, so my rent can be 80% cheaper on campus. And I am tiefling, and I basically use coffee beans to help me with my magic.
There was a really good you cast a spell to pretty much go through a portal of something, and you decided how you cast that spell was you made a quick cup of coffee, poured it on the ground, and then the pool of coffee opened up this portal that you jumped through. I thought that was a very creative way to do it. I
also had a rose gold spoon that scoops up coffee beans so I can have the perfect amount of coffee grounds into my coffee. So I had to make the perfect amount every time I casted a spell.
Yes, that was your implement. That's what you casted stuff with.
It was great.
And I guess the subclass you chose was Wild Magic. So I guess that would be that was the biggest character, the most long running character you had was this Wild Magic sorcerer.
Yes.
So.
And we didn't even finish the campaign yet.
No, we have one more session left, I think. But maybe when everyone shows back up in the US, we can do it again.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, it'd be Wild Magic.
Wild Magic sorcerer.
It'd be that, everyone.
There is a chance upon every cast to instead cast Fireball, and you're casting Fireball anyway, so.
Oh yeah.
Any last just thoughts and questions on our way out?
You know what? I'd like to say thank you guys for subscribing, watching these videos, sharing it, giving me these questions for our Q&A and these suggestions of what to draw. Tell me what you liked in the speed drawing process. I drew a few items here if you see it. Let me know what you think, and let me know what other info you guys want us to talk about. We'll have more like this in the future. If I get 150 subscribers, I'm gonna do a giveaway. So share this, get subscribers. New Elise Lee Mysteries coming soon with my husband in it as well. And Lola stars in it for a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, a little bit.
She's there for... Oh, actually, no. She's there for an extended period due to...
She's there for one
stuff.
episode. So thank you guys so much. Let us know what your favorite subclass is in D&D. And if you would like for my husband to talk more about it on this channel, we can make it so.
I don't have a favorite subclass. I've DM'd for far too long to know anything about that kind of stuff.
Let us know if you also DM too long and you don't know this sort of stuff. Anyway, thank you guys. See you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more notifications. Joe, say bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.